doesn't meet their, safety ADA
A
compliance.
lot of those bricks are shot anyway. They're worn a lot. I don't know, I just don't see that. That's way too much money.
I agree, again, but that's a number I've gotten from the engineers and the masons that come out and said, here's how we're gonna do, you know, go ahead and do it.
And we have the option of saying we're just gonna kick that down the curb a ways.
Oh, yes, I mean, there's, again, none of this stuff here is going. I'd like to get on there and do that, but I'm also trying to find a cheaper way to do it. Our problem is right now, Danville has every, concrete person in the world tied up on giant splash pads. And so to get them out here to even stop and pause and say, for me, need a safe, you know, 2 standard sidewalk is.
Yeah, I know we've said this before, but, you know, the sidewalk improvements we made downtown, we were gonna work with, VDOT, and they came back with this big number, and that was gonna be just our part of it, which basically was half. We went out and hired somebody to do it, and they did it for less than our part.
Right.
It was crazy. It didn't pay to even work with VDOT.
Well, that's
But aren't they responsible though? Why has it gotta be a 50-50? We don't own them. The sidewalks. Isn't it a safety issue?
It is.
Why won't they just won't put it in that budget?
Again, you compete with everybody else for those dollars
So,
in our district. Who has a number, a priority, something they want to put out?
well, first of all, I think we ought to put the police department,
Okay.
15,000, that's true. We don't have a choice on that. We gotta have a call.
And of course, you know, me beating the same old drum, but the depot thing, since we've got a match for that, that would be good to get it done.
It's kind of expected that we still assist with the 4th of July fireworks.
I don't think we get another bid. We're looking for lower bids.
Okay. But we can still
That could be
allocate up to an amount.
Yeah, up to, could
Up
be an
to.
up to.
Derelict structures, that's not really a number, cause it's up to how many buildings we take and all that kind of stuff, so we could lower that, I mean, right?
You can, absolutely. Derelict structures, what that gives us right there is we look at, derelict structures.
How much we.
50,000 gives us one big, huge house, so kind of like a Whittle Street house, that's just massive and it's gonna take a lot, or 2 smaller houses. We took the 2, if you pick 2 smaller to medium size, as long as they didn't have asbestos on there, you could remove 2 for $50,000.
I do have, one speaking of the derelict structures, there is that new law in effect that allows a locality to require property owners who have derelict property to declare they're still in use, and if not, the town can't take action on that, having to pay for part of it.
Mr. Black is already rolling that through his ordinance.
We've already met with the attorneys on that, and they're drafting an ordinance first, which we'll bring back as soon as we have received it.
As soon as we receive it, okay, because I think that's something we've talked about in the past though, but we couldn't really do anything until the new law expanded, not just, I think it was just the town of Clifton Forge and Allegheny County, but now expands to every locality.
It's been done.
Fine.
Explain that again.
The state of Virginia has allowed, it's by states, a code now, a community like Chatham or any other community may create what they call a registration fee. If you have an empty structure that has been empty for 1 year, you can ask that, you can require that the owner register the property as an empty property, so that you have a record of who owns it and contacts and all the emergencies.
Charge a fee?
And there is a fee, and there are 2 separate fees. One is for a structure which is in just a structure, and it's for $100. But if it happens to fall within a designated historical zone, then the fee goes up to $200. That's by state statute. And that is not a single time fee, that is an annual fee.
That doesn't deal with the derelict structures.
Well,
No, but
Puts it on a daily
It's
basis.
on, it's a pinprick. I'm showing $63,500 if we go with, since Ms. Bishop threw one out there, we got her on the map in the car, the police vehicle. What others?
I had 36.4.
Wait a minute, you've got 15.5 for the,
And 21.
and 21,
Did I add on 36.4? What was
and
the
then
other one?
5,500 for the fireworks,
Oh, okay, I didn't add that.
that's 42,000.
I thought we were.
Well, we hadn't committed to that.
No.
No, we just.
Oh, so we're not, okay. So
As far as the residents go,
36.5,
my memory, we haven't given them money, and they're not part of the town, we don't have any
Correct,
obligation.
they've asked, it's come up in a couple of different discussions on, that's why it's on there. Again, nothing on here is obligation, it's opportunity.
Well,
As council members in your dollars.
well, you know, I know they got a big budget, and I don't think we can help them with the whole budget, but could we go with 20,000 on that? Do y'all have a problem with that? I know we
I-
don't have
Rescue
to give them money,
squad,
that is my minimum.
Well,
You're talking the rescue squad.
Yeah,
I think as far as the people of the town are concerned, the rescue squad is an essential operation.
absolutely. But we haven't treated it that way.
Shame on us.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a start, is what I'm saying, you know, and they got a big budget.
Right.
I mean, I don't think we can do so much for them.
They published a list of, a wish list, which I'm sure you've seen.
And there's some of that in the notes,
Some of that
under
is-
number 1.
And those garage doors will be part of that wish list.
Again, my running total has us at $63,517 left.
How much?
63,500 remaining.
Can I put the farmer's market in?
Please do.
Farmers market,
that's 1,500.
So what goes into that 1,500 bucks? I know it's not a lot of money, but
It's
what do we
mostly
pay?
mostly the administrator that
Can't we just-
coordinates the vendors and
Can
stuff
we
like
just
that.
block off the street and let people show up? I mean, you need somebody to do that?
Absolutely.
You do. Unfortunately, you
It
do.
doesn't get done, it's done by volunteers.
And she handles the advertising and making sure it gets put in the paper and flags get put out and tents get put out.
And it's matched by.
And Channel Post does that
It's 3,000 bucks.
from May to September.
I would suggest that small paving is important because, the area, needs a parking lot.
The fire department needs some too, though.
Yes. Oh, I'm not saying that it doesn't.
The quick question I have too, on the second page, you got the removal of those trees, and how urgent is that?
they are,
Because if we don't do something, then it's gonna become an expense at some point.
so as forestry, we got 3 of them standing around, sitting there looking at it, and he goes, it can go from, he talks through all the traits of the tree, what they're looking at, it can go everything from 1 year to 5 years.
But at some point, it's
At
gonna,
some point, they're gonna have to be addressed.
whether we put it in here or not.
What's that?
Now,
The trees that have to come to